Okay, good morning to Monday rants from Mel. We're not going to make this a thing, but it is a thing today because people are already testing my patience. So we had the pleasure of getting to call local dispatch and animal control this morning. So when shortly after we moved in a couple summers ago, Moose was attacked by a dog just around the corner from us, and the dog jumped on Moose's back and bit his neck. Luckily didn't break skin, but we called animal control because we were like, what the, we're not dealing with that. And when this had happened, the owners were just letting their aggressive dog run off leash in their yard, and now the dog is always on a lead or on a leash when it's outside. So we know they actually took that seriously, but every time we see the dog outside, it gets very aggressive and starts barking and growling. There's been a couple times the female owner has dropped the leash because she couldn't hold on to the dog and it's come after us. I will say when we see them outside, we do cross the street and walk on the other side of the sidewalk. But I mean, their house is right around the corner from ours, so to avoid the street completely is not completely rational. So what happened this morning, we went for a walk before work and we were on our way back home. We were walking on that side of the sidewalk. One, we didn't see them outside, and we prefer to walk on that side even though we know that dog is there, because the people on the other side, they don't shovel. And there's several houses in a row on the other side. They have those stakes that you put in the lawn that I think are supposed to help keep wildlife off your lawn, but they do that high-pitched beeping thing when you walk in front of them. So there's 10 of those in a row on the other side of the street. So it's just straight walking through snow and then listening to high-pitched beeping so anyways, we were just walking on the other side, okay? And I saw the dad come out of the garage and he was doing something, but then went back in, closed the garage door behind him, whatever. We're still 20 feet from the house at this point while he was doing that. And we were probably 5 feet from their driveway, and we hear the dog barking, and the lady comes around the corner with the dog on the leash, and she was kind of behind the garage. So we had no line of vision of them whatsoever walking down the sidewalk. And the dog's going crazy and she starts yelling at me, I need you to cross the street. I need you to not be walking this way. Get on the other side of the street. And I very calmly, which is impressive, said, yep, I will, but I'm going to wait until I get to your driveway because I'm not walking over this 3-foot snowbank to cross. And I could tell that ticked her off, but we get to her driveway, and from their driveway to where they were standing, they were probably still 20 feet away, and we're crossing the street. We're in the middle of the street walking, and she keeps yelling. She goes, it's in your best interest to never walk down this street again. Huh? What do you mean never walk down? Oh, do you own the street? That's silly. I didn't know. So I keep walking home and I'm in tears because this lady she gets under my skin. So, I mean, every time we see her, we could be walking in a completely different part of town. They might be out too. Her dog will go crazy and she'll start swearing at me or Brady. Brady's had situations with her too, where she's swearing at Brady. And we're always just I can't, we're not responsible for your dog. You need to train your dog. I can't, it's not my fault that your dog is aggressive. I can control myself and I can control my dog. That is what's in my line of control. So I get home and I'm asking people, what do I do? Because she's just under my skin so bad. We've already reported them to animal control once, and people are saying, call the non-emergency number, get animal control involved. So I did, and dispatch took my complaint super seriously. Had animal control call me back, which they did almost immediately, and they're going out and talking to this female owner, actually. They said the threat to stay off the street was incredibly alarming, and she said she was going to talk to the owner about just people have a right to walk wherever they want. Like, you have no right to not even say, hey, you can't walk in front of our house, let alone down our street anymore. And she said because we've already reported this dog in the past, was going to have another conversation just about like needing to get this aggressive dog under control. Animal control also did say that just to keep reporting this if we have more problems with this homeowner and their dog. She did say like your safety comes first, so the more information you can give us is good. And then said if any point it does become like physical or you're like fearing for your safety or your dog's safety, just call the cops right away. And the cops will get involved next time. So she did say like she would mention that to the homeowner that like, hey, if this keeps being a problem, the cops will get involved with you. She said like a lot of times that's enough for people to kind of like, change the way that they're behaving and the way that they're treating the situations a little bit better. But we'll see. Like, I will always advocate for my dog and his safety. Since moving here, Moose has probably been attacked a dozen different times in 3.5 years. No, like, I know everyone says, oh, it wasn't my dog's fault. Like, at no point was it ever his fault. I think like 4 of the times were from these people. He was attacked by like a 200-pound husky. Like, the owner dropped the leash a couple months ago. The husky like pinned me down too, so I called animal control on them. People here suck so, like, I have lost faith in humanity living here. People are so mean. I know like that's not everybody, but like, look, I was in a car accident a month ago and the lady who hit me was mad at me. Like, why is everybody so mad and so rude here? Anyways, that's just my rant. I just need to get off my chest because it's like weighing so heavy in my head this morning, but I'm glad like everyone was taking it seriously and hopefully, like the first time that we reported to animal control, like now their dog is on a leash or lead. So I hope like it gets a little bit better every time, but oh my gosh, if you're listening to this, just like be kinder. I love walking Moose, but it is so hard when you have to like think in the back of your mind, oh, we've had a problem here. Oh, we know this person's problematic, all this stuff. I hope everyone has a good Monday from here. It is freezing here. I think it's like -25 now. So stay warm, stay positive. Let's all have a good rest of our week. Bye, everyone. And this is the sleepy little boy after him's big walkie. Did you have big walkie this morning? And did you have really big dumps? Do you just want mom to leave you alone? I love you. Bye.